Welcome back to Srtv. Today we're out of bounds at McCoy Stadium. Usually people come to Pawtucket to see stars in the making, but it's not all the time you can come here and see a legend.
We're here today for 3 different reasons. We want to talk to some of the fans about how excited they are to be here with David Ortiz playing. We want to check in with their friends at WEEI, and we want to see how Big Papi feels to be here in Pawtucket. Let's go check it out. So if you could, tell us why you're here today.
I'm here today because of my 14-year-old son who likes to mingle with the International and Eastern League ball players that someday go on to be the Red Sox. And most people are here for David Ortiz. I can't lie and say we're not here to see him also, but he's here to see Matherson, and I understand that Michael Bowden is up and Corsetti's up from Portland to Pawtucket. And he's here and I'm here, and we're having a wonderful day with all this media kind of stuff that's going on. I think it's fantastic that you guys are down here, and you should be here all the time.
Could you just maybe give us a go Paw Sox?
Go Paw Sox, go Red Sox, and go Sea Dogs.
So it's a little crazy here today, and I think we all know why. David Ortiz is down from the Red Sox. What is this like for you? How is it being here when this is going on?
Right now, I mean, it's insane. I've never seen this much media here except for in spring training, but I mean, he's just a fun guy to have around. He just lightens up the whole mood in the clubhouse.
Have you seen anything like this since you've been here?
No, this is by far the biggest media frenzy, and it's well worth it. I mean, David Ortiz here, so.
Yeah, absolutely. You personally, you know, with the starting pitcher in this organization so packed, where do you see yourself with the Red Sox?
I see myself waiting for Wakefield whenever he decides to go, hopefully being able to fill in his footsteps. Yep. So, I mean, I'm more than happy sitting here just trying to get better and better, throwing a knuckleball and waiting for him.
Well, earlier when you guys out here on the field, we noticed you all were kind of in a huddle. Seemed to be some type of ritual going on. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I actually can't talk about that.
Yeah, is a little something?
No, that's our little ritual. We have a little circle of trust we do every day, and that's it right there. Nothing we say in there can be leaked out.
Well, it's 2 hours before game time, and the fans are already piling in because David Ortiz is here. They're doing anything they can to get an autograph, and even the media is having a hard time getting to talk to him.
Lucky for us, WEEI's The Big Show is taping live today from McCoy, and they've invited us to join them for an interview with David Ortiz.
So are you excited to be down here at McCoy?
We're always excited to come to McCoy. I mean, our timing couldn't have been better. I mean, this was planned well in advance. We come down here, do the show once a year down at McCoy, and it turns out that David Ortiz happens to starting his rehab assignment here today. So we get good timing today.
You see much more David Ortiz than you do Paw Sox players. So when you come down here, and naturally there's going to be 10,000 people here to see David, are you kind of looking forward to seeing people like Carter and Thurston and Van Every, people you don't see as much to see David?
Yeah, obviously you want to see those players. I think more and more, though, we're seeing guys who have been up and down. Yes. So, you know, Masterson, who we talked to earlier in the show, you know, we've already known him and seen him, and you know, Buckholz has gone back and forth. So some of these guys that have gone back and forth we get to know more than the old days. I think in the old days they stayed here a lot longer and they didn't come up. They were the team was more patient in keeping the players down here.
When you get David Ortiz in there, what are you going to ask him?
You know, how you feeling, how things going. I want to find out what this ritual is that they do out here. We don't see this in the major leagues. In the major leagues, you get ball players that are making, you know, multi-million-dollar contracts, and they kind of just go about their business, and at Fenway Park, they're out doing their thing. Here, it's like, you know, Ron Johnson gets them together, and it's like, you know, a group meeting. It's almost like some religious cult or something, and they're clapping. And I'd like to find out what that's about. My guess is that part of it was that David Ortiz told the guys that he's taking care of the spread tonight, and they're going to have some fancy restaurant that'll be over here with, you know, white linen, tablecloths, and they'll be getting great food tonight.
Right off the bat, what was that little seance that was going on at the pitching round?
What did you offer all the players tonight?
Well,
what's for dinner after the game?
you know, they actually, you know, they were just talking about my salary over there. So now I'm gonna have to really bring the whole Capitol Grill to the clubhouse tonight.
All coming down here.
Yeah.
Huh? Ben Mondo just told us that Manny lost a $75,000 earring.
Whatever.
Underneath third base. If you need a few bucks, I got one of those little machines, you know, we go out there and look for it.
I heard about it. He ended up saying that it cost him $40. $40
it costs?
Yeah. You guys are kidding me.
If that wrist is working perfectly fine for you in the second half of the season, do you feel a little bit more recharged, you know, mentally, physically, everything? And you haven't played since, what, May 31st?
Yeah.
You might have a lot more in the second half of the season.
Well, I always do well in the second half of the season. I don't know. I think I work really hard the first half of the season the way I can stay stronger, because that's the biggest issues with a lot of players. Second half of the season, for any particular reason, they start getting tired or things like that. Kind of try to maintain the same kind of numbers. So now that I haven't played in a while, I think they're gonna be fine.
Who are you facing tonight? Got video on him? You know anything about him? The pitcher?
Pitcher.
Yeah, give me some advice.
I don't know.
Give me some
Does anybody know
scouting.
anything?
Very hard.
Yeah, swing.
He probably throws hard, doesn't know where it's going.
Virgil Vasquez.
6'8", 4.32.
Oh, yeah, you okay?
It kills him.
You know what I do? I start pointing right now. What field you going?
You know what? I'm going to face a guy with a good ERA,
Yeah.
then the guy with the bad ERA. You get to control of the play, next thing you know, you're for 5.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not right.
Why you gotta go there?
Oh, we're bringing in
That's in the other room.
next
That's in the other room.
All right, guys, thanks.
All right.
David Ortiz here at the Big Show. Another hour to go at 617-779-0850.
Well, it was a great day here. We accomplished all our goals, so that's a wrap from here at McCoy Stadium.